Heavy protest erupts in Ikeja, Lagos. After Tinubu's Democracy Day speech, KB Senator accused federal government explains why Fulanis are going about causing havoc in Nigeria. Hello Nigerians, you're welcome back to this channel and happy Democracy Day. If it's the first time you're coming across my channel, please do hit the subscribe button. So today Nigeria is actually celebrating Democracy Day, and one question that we need to ask ourselves is, are we really practicing democracy here in Nigeria? You know, that question is for you to answer it yourself. In a country where rigging of election is the order of the day, where INEC can just wake up and impose anybody against the wish of the people on the masses, when it is clear even to a blind person that the person actually lost election. Well, as usual, today is Democracy Day and Ahmed Bola Tinubu has given his speech. Of course, what do you expect? Empty speech filled with empty promises of making Nigeria better. This is 1 year and we haven't seen any sign and any glimpse of that. I don't know if he wants us to give him 100 years for us to begin to see even at least the smallest sign that he's making progress towards achieving all the things that he said. You know, Nigerians are actually tired of promises, promise and fail. And why he's still making his speech and making promises, those promises of making Nigeria better, Nigerians in Lagos State, Ikeja precisely, are actually protesting hardship and hunger protest. Even the police and the DSS cannot even stop them. I'm going to show you that particular video. You know, it is not a coincidence that within 1 year of reign of Ahmed Bola Tinubu, Nigeria has actually witnessed uncountable protests across the country. Now, these are all the people that voted Ahmed Bola Tinubu. Some of them are there. The people that voted Ahmed Bola Tinubu because of tribalistic and religious sentiments, they are now protesting, they are now crying. On a day like this, that is a democracy day that Nigerians are supposed to be celebrating years of uninterrupted democracy. Yet, the same democracy that we think that we have is even the one that is giving us headache, hardship, hunger. Democracy where the rights of the civilians are not accepted, where civilians are not, are not allowed to exercise their rights. You could see that during the 2023 election, they actually used hoodlums to fight people who wanted to vote against that particular APC government. And look at them here giving speech on democracy. They're giving us promises that they will never fulfill. And angry and hungry Nigerians are on the street protesting. I'm going to show you that video, but before I do that, a senator from Kebbi State, Adamu Alero, has come out to accuse the federal government and Nigeria entirely for what is actually happening with the Fulani herdsmen and what the Fulani herdsmen are actually doing in this particular country. You know that this Fulani herdsmen has been moving around causing havoc in different states, all in the name of rearing cattle. Some of them now move around with dangerous weapons. And now this man came out to open up his mouth and be saying that the Fulanis are behaving the way they are doing because they are being marginalized and neglected for over the years in Nigeria. And you begin to wonder, these Fulani people have actually occupied some important position in this country. A Fulani man was once the president of Nigeria, being Muhammadu Buhari. He even went on to say that Fulanis are being deprived of Western education, good building and whatever. You see it? Well, let me not talk too much and allow you to listen to the man directly, and when we come back, we'll just analyze the video.
The Fulanis have been neglected for quite a long time, for over 100 years. Nobody cares to provide education to the Fulanis. Nobody cares to provide health services to Fulanis. Nobody cares even to get them settled in one particular area. All what the government is doing, the Fulani man is not involved. And once they commit any offense, they go to the court and they are charged exorbitantly. And it is this exorbitant charges.
And you think they're the only ones
It is this injustice,
right,
this injustice that has made the Fulanis to act in the way they are doing now. Certainly it's wrong, but it is what I can call prolonged neglect by the government.
They've been pushed to the wall,
Yeah, they have been pushed to the wall.
Right.
To the extent that their animals have been stolen. At times, their children are killed, mother and father are killed, and they are left with nothing. They are stateless people, they are homeless people, they live in the bush, and they have been dispossessed of their belongings, of what I can call it their livelihood. So it is this kind of injustice that made the Fulanis to behave in the way they are.
So in that respect, ranching would be good for them.
Yeah, ranching will be good for them if it is properly done. If it's properly, ranching is good for them, no doubt. I'm not opposed to ranching.
Well, what about the argument, Senator, that's been made by the Miyetti Allah?
Let me land.
Okay.
The issue of saying Fulanis are brought from somewhere to vote for Buhari against Jonathan is totally false.
Right.
During election, our borders are normally closed. And
well, I mean, Nigeria has porous borders.
Before you vote, let me tell you, before you vote, you must have what you call voters register. And this voters register must have been done maybe 2-3 years ago. Fulani don't stay in one place. They move from one place to another. And you hardly see, they don't even vote. Nigerian Fulani, they don't even vote, except some of them that are settled in one place.
Right.
Yes.
Okay.
So it's a false accusations, it's a false allegation they are making.
So basically, the people who are moving around with AK-47 assault rifles are Nigerian.
Most of them are Nigerians.
Right. Okay.
Most of them.
But
they're
getting access to these guns.
There might be some foreigners among them. One cannot rule it out. But I can assure you, 90% of them are Nigerians.
Right. Okay.
Yes.
What about the argument that's been made by the Miyetti Allah Association suggesting that the species of cattle found in Nigeria are not suitable for ranching? Is that an argument that you subscribe to? Because that's an argument they made the last time in their opposition to ranching.
All kinds of species are good for ranching.
Right.
If you go to any particular ranch, you either get cows for beef or cows for milk. So cows for milk, there are special species for that. Cows that are mainly for beef, there are special species for that. And this is done in most advanced countries where ranching is done. So even in Nigeria, if we want to do it, our Nigerian breed is very good for beef.
Right.
And there are some that are good for milk production. Some of the farmers in Nigeria go as far as Brazil to get species to bring them into Nigeria. Some don't even do that. They do crossbreeding. When they do that, they will get close to about 70% if they crossbreed with Nigerian cows, simply because they want milk or they want a cow that can give them a lot of beef.
Right.
Yes.
Now, I believe you had him, you listened to him. You see, one of the problems that we have in Nigeria is these northerners, these northern senators. They will occupy this position, collect huge amount of money from the National Assembly, and yet they go home without doing anything. And he has the mind to come out here to be accusing the federal government and Nigerians entirely for marginalizing the Fulanis. These people have occupied some important position in this country. Him himself that is talking, ask him what has he done for his Fulani people in his constituency or whatever, and you will realize that they are their own problem. They are their own problem. These northern politicians are their own problem. That's why the north is still underdeveloped at this particular point in time. Now, let me just show you how the protest is actually going and what the protesters are saying, and how even the police and the DSS, we are all there looking at the protesters because they know that at this point Nigerians are fed up, Nigerians are really angry, and Nigerians are tired of this particular Ahmed Bola Tinubu's government. Watch, and when we come back, we'll just wrap up the video. Now, I believe you saw that how the protest is actually going at Ikeja under the bridge. Nigerians are really angry despite the speech of the president, despite the promises of making Nigeria better and all of that. Nigerians know that those are still empty promises that have been seen before, and it is no longer new to them. Nigerians are really angry. There is really nothing to celebrate on this Democracy Day. Anyway, guys, I'll just stop this video here and allow you to drop your comments in the comment section. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel.